Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 20 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Episode number 165 today. I hope you're enjoying your weekend, of course. It's Saturday. I hope you're having some nice time off, hopefully. Or if you're playing the weekend league, best of luck to you. Unless you match me, then let me win. No, just I don't know. Anyway, as we get into this episode today, do me a favour. If you enjoy, hit me with a thumbs up. We're always aiming for over 2,000 likes. If you can make that happen, you'll make my day. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Click the little notification bell. Let me know that you're in the Noti gang by leaving a comment below. So the episode is going to be split up into a couple of things. It's mainly going to be SBCs, I guess, because there were a bunch that I needed to catch up on. And then there's going to be some... quite a significant purchase towards the end of the episodes, and then a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a it's just going to go a bit funny towards the end of the episode, so stay tuned for that. But I wanted to complete UEFA Marquee matchups before that went away, so I made sure I did that on Thursday before it expired, or when would it have it would have expired on Thursday night, right? Or no, probably Friday night. I can't remember how long it was out for. But anyway, we managed to get it done. Probably not the cheapest way of doing it, but I didn't really fancy going out and spending money on a transfer market. So I just tried to use what I had in the club. Sometimes I used more players from one club than I needed to, but it was just because I had them. And then I needed to buy one player for the wait is over, just because they made this one fairly difficult, just because you could only have a maximum of 5 leagues or clubs or whatever. I don't know what it was, but again, my club was running a bit short. That's probably why things got a wee bit difficult. But we were able to get it done eventually. We said goodbye to some of the blue players that we've just been holding on to, that we've had in packs, and they are literally there specifically for that reason. So yeah, I got that done, and as you can see, because like the Ben Yedder SBC was still there, it was just before, so this was like the afternoon before Neymar came out, and then we'll obviously sort of catch up as the weekend goes on, but obviously I know that what we've got coming out is Shapeshifters, and you guys will already know what they are by the time you're watching this. Really curious to see if there's any great ones or good ones that we can potentially add to the squad. Because it just looks like maybe, I mean, Shapeshifters suggest that they're players which have changed position and maybe made, like, you know, people are suggesting Marcelo as one. And if that is the case, then he'd go from, like, that left mid to the cam or whatever it was and be, like, an actual usable cam, maybe. Or people might just play him at CDM or something. Who knows? But yeah, it's quite interesting to see that. That's sort of like it's kind of like is that like a FUT birthday type thing where we normally get the position changes and stuff? So it's weird that that's coming in as a different promo at a different time this year. We've gone from, what was it, headliners into future stars into winter refresh / prime icon moments straight into Shapeshifters. So my question to you is, do you like that? Do you like this constant barrage of content? Because let's face it, we're all always asking for it. I personally like it because, of course, it keeps the series alive. Sometimes it's a little difficult to keep up because if players come out for like a week, then often they're really expensive for that week. And then normally, if you're not being an idiot, you kind of save your coins until after the promo to buy that player, so then you could have your future stars Rodrigo, like typically you would buy him like now because he's probably one of the cheapest he's been. But if you move straight into a different promo, for a content creator, if you ended up buying a player after a promo's finished, it's kind of like, well, we moved on, mate. We've moved on to the next one. So it's never good for the old coins, and I think that's probably part of it for EA as well, that they want people to just keep spending on the next promo and stuff. But as long as the promo's less like winter refresh but more like future stars and stuff, where we got objectives and SBC players and stuff, I would be more keen for that than I would one which is just pretty much based around packs and opening with FIFA points, really. Yeah, that's sort of my views on it, so let me know what yours are down below. So we were able to get marquee matchups done, and I don't think I had to go and buy anyone. Pretty sure I just about had everyone in the club. Again, not doing it particularly in like a, you know, this is the best possible, cheapest solution to do it. but it was for me because I spent 0 coins. I just literally use the stuff. Typically, I just get my rewards on a Thursday and then know that when Marquee Matchups comes out, I've probably got enough in the club because I've opened 4 mega packs, I've opened 3 50k packs, and we should have enough stuff in the club to make that happen. It's just pretty much as simple as that. So this was more the difficult one for me this week, the Fenerbahce versus Galatasaray one, because they limited you to a certain amount of clubs, and when you're trying to do that with only players that are already in your club, it gets a little bit difficult. So I think I did actually go and buy someone from Galatasaray, I think, just to link to one player that I already had, because that was the only way that I could get it done. But yeah, we got rid of like Gabriel Jesus and stuff. I just don't feel like I ever need them, and I don't actually think they're expensive players anymore. Mine are untradeable, of course, but I don't know if that was a mistake or not. Who knows? If it was a mistake, we'll call it a sacrifice to hopefully get a good pack. That's how I like to typically swing it if I've made a mistake in that sort of area. So Marquee Matchups packs, can they be any good? Well, we can get a board from the first pack right here, which is typically normally the worst pack, because I open them in terms of like coin value. I open them until they get to the best ones right towards the end. But we get a William Carvalho. Of course, it's Marquee Matchup, so everything's tradable. I think I already own him. So that is just a William Carvalho that I can go ahead and sell or stick on the transfer list for a bit. I can't remember what I do. I think I did sell him in the end. So second Marquee Matchups pack. The next one up, we don't get anything. And that is just the way it is with FIFA, right? You would think, I guess there is probably a better chance of getting something, but there's still a chance of getting nothing, really, I guess. I wonder if that could ever be weighted in a way that... Do you ever think that, you should always be... After opening 100 100k packs or something, even if it was as crazy as that, alright? You should be guaranteed one of the good players. Like, every 100k packs you open, somewhere along that line, you should have packed an icon. I wonder if they do that in other games. Like, does Madden do anything where you're like always guaranteed something? I swear they used to do like a topper pack where you would always get some kind of promo player, but then you could get something in the other ones. I don't know if that's a real thing or not, but it just seems like an idea which could work. But I guess the FIFA market is like a really volatile thing, and all of a sudden, if everyone gets guaranteed an icon within 100 packs, then there's so many more icons on the market. You don't know what it does to the market. I don't anyway, because I'm not an expert at it. But it does seem like there could be more. It could be more options and stuff for the actual player, for the player base, for the user base of the game. Anyway, just my thoughts on that. So we get like a little Martinez there. Really nothing special considering that is a mega pack. You hope for better, and we unfortunately didn't get better. We get a little basic chem style. I don't know if that actually sells or not. I should probably have a look. But there was 4,000 coins in there, so we can at least say we got that. The coin balance has gone up a little bit. So time for marquee moments then, and because we didn't really get anything from marquee matchups, I obviously wanted to do this one to hopefully get something again, and it was my final real shot at getting a winter refresh player. So that was obviously I wanted to do that. It means that we would have finally got a promo player. So of course I'm going to do this SBC. And in the meantime, I put a little tweet out. I put a poll out saying, would you guys submit this squad for a winter refresh guaranteed pack? And you absolute... I can't call you what I want to call you right now. You scoundrels. You of course told me like it was like 67%. It was like 2/3 of you said that I should do this winter refresh pack guaranteed for the content. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Considering we didn't get anything here, I wouldn't have done it if I got a winter refresh player here. But we are going to submit some of the fodder that we've been storing up in the club to get ourselves a winter refresh, because why not, right? It means that we have packed a player from a promo if we get one guaranteed. So the worst thing about this particular submission is getting rid of an 88 Neuer as fodder. But the rest of it meant that the rest of the squad could come down a bit. Like, I'm only really using 83s and 84s for the majority of that squad. And just one of our Neuers. We know we've got a red one in the club should we need that. So overall, I mean, it didn't actually cost me a single penny. I didn't have to go out and buy anyone. But we have used an 85 rated squad's worth of fodder for a winter refresh player that is untradeable. And there weren't many of these that are going to be great. So it's going to be a tough... tough ask to get anything good. Well, I mean, unless, of course, you are on some sort of, like, what do people call it? Like a red list or something? Guys, we got, from the Winter Refresh Pack... No, the worst one. But I'm on the red list. What is this? Yeah. That doesn't exist. 83 rated Limbombe. I think is technically the worst rated one and probably one of the worst ones to get. So that's a huge L. Huge L, I would say. He's 4-star skill, 5-star weak foot. He doesn't look the worst player in the world. Am I going to use him? Probably not. Maybe if I desperately needed a first owner squad or a Belgian squad or something. But yeah, that's obviously not what I wanted to happen. I wanted to see Portuguese flag, Man United badge, and then Bruno Fernandes, because we know that that's the player that we've been looking at, and I'm about to go and buy him. So I saw one here for 685. That was a little bit more than I'd seen him earlier on in the day. I'd been watching his price carefully, and the lowest I saw him for was 650k earlier. But that was obviously like before the SBC came out, the guaranteed SBC came out. And because there was like rumours of that SBC coming out, well, I didn't want to buy him then, because what if that crashed him even more and he came down to 500k? So we could have got him for a slightly better price, but we paid 685k for Bruno Fernandes. So he's going to replace Aouar for the time being. The idea is to, like I mentioned to you guys, is to essentially go to like a 4-4-2 again and have Bruno Fernandes chilling as the balanced centre mid that I let free roam and get going up there and helping to get goals and just genuinely be a nice little playmaker. So that's the idea anyway. So we can stick him into the squad. We're going to have to adjust that formation. I know a lot of you told me yesterday that because I sort of put it in the squad, didn't I, that what we could potentially do, like a concept squad of a 4-3-3-4. I soon realised after buying him here, and actually as soon as I'd finished the video, I'm pretty sure I sort of recognised what I could have done better. Is that obviously this would work and would give everyone the chemistry that we're used to playing on, but we can improve Mendy's chemistry up to full chem if we just switch it to either the 4-3-3 regular or 4-3-3-3, should I say. And this works right here. Like, everyone can get onto full chem apart from Tierney, who we're used to playing off chem anyway, and is absolutely fine like that. So yeah, doing this right here, we can actually boost Mendy up to 10 chem rather than the 5 or 7 or 8 or whatever we sometimes play him on. He's still a beast no matter what you're playing him on, to be honest. He's genuinely such a great fullback on this game. So yeah, we've done that, and I take that on board. That I messed up yesterday saying the 4-3-3-4 would be the best one. Obviously, the regular 4-3-3 seems to work best here, and that was nice. So this is sort of like the team I wanted to use for the weekend league. You can probably tell where this is going. The team I wanted to use for the weekend league, which might suggest that I'm maybe not going to actually be using it for the weekend league, and that's what's coming up in the next minute or so. So we go out, we get the correct chem star that we want. I decided to put a Maestro on Bruno Fernandes, just because, I mean, that was sort of what I was using with Aouar, and I really liked Aouar. I don't like him for his defensive ability. I like him for getting forward and stuff. So it would be interesting to have a slightly better version of him going forwards. I adjust positions, I change things around to make people in the right space. Obviously, now that we've changed formation around, we need to adjust our custom tactics, and I need to change because I can't really play Bruno as a CDM in a 4-2-2. I'd rather play him as a centre mid in the 4-4-2. So that would suggest that we go back to 4-4-2 for this weekend. As you can see, go into our custom tactics and just adjust everyone. Essentially, we're going to be playing Osimhen up front with... I can't remember if I leave it here with Mbappe or Neymar. I might have put Neymar out wide for this weekend. I can't remember, or I might have just switched it back to normal. But yeah, essentially, your team is looking as that. So Osimhen and either Neymar and Mbappe up front. Bernardo Silva out wide. I do switch it there, so Neymar does go up front with him, just because that's kind of what we're used to and we know that works really well. And then put Tierney left back, put Ferland Mendy right back because of his 5-star weak foot. And then we're all good. So this is like a better visual representation of how it could look in game. Maybe I would switch Neymar and Mbappe just to give him a different role, but I do love the 5-star of the Brazilian. And obviously the SBC came out, didn't it? It's like over 2 million coins, which could rise if fodder rises as well, which is probably out of my price range, which really sucks because I genuinely wanted to get him for the RTG, so I'm a little bit sad about that. But one thing that also happened after, so I bought this Bruno Fernandes somewhere between 6 and 7 p.m. I then went off and played COD and stuff. And as you can see here, he's no longer in the squad. Because I noticed that he actually rose an awful lot in price since I bought him. To like a level where I felt I needed to just sell him on. So I've gone and sold him. I sold him overnight. I think he went within the first hour, to be honest. I got 770,000 coins for Bruno Fernandes, when just a few hours earlier, I'd paid 685. So that's kind of nuts. I missed the boat a little bit. He was up to 790 for a little while, but actually I think I got fairly lucky of when I listed him and what I got for him, because I think now he was down to like 740 or something. So I'm not sure what he's at by the time you're watching this. Maybe he's come back down, maybe he's gone back up because we're in the weekend league. I don't know. But yeah, so we made like a quick 40 or 50k on him right there. So that was why I had to just sell him on. Because it seemed like normally I would obviously take the tax L on him later on after the weekend league when we sell him. But so I don't know if that means we're going to use him or not now. His price would obviously have to come crashing back down again. I don't know if that's going to happen. If that's not the case, well, we also found out that Shapeshifters is coming. Shapeshifters is here by the time you're watching this. Maybe there's a better player out there that fits the budget that we could also put into the team. I'm not sure yet. So I'm kind of at a loss. I might just have to hold on to my coins and then just play Alwar again and go in with that regular squad. At least for my first few weekend league games until some prices settle and I know where I stand with certain players. So yeah, we've also still got Ben Yedder in the club. I might sell him, I might not sell him. It all depends really. He obviously the ones to watch promo ended, so I don't know what happens to his price now. It's a risk. We'll take it. We'll see what happens with it, and we'll go from there. But yeah, guys, so that's why the whole title and stuff wasn't necessarily all around Bruno Fernandes. Because yes, we bought him and we had him in the club ready to go into our team, but then we sold him again because it just made sense to make all of that profit, right? I hope I'm right with that anyway. Guys, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button if you have enjoyed. Why don't you come follow me on Twitter and Instagram? The links are down below. You can subscribe to the channel as well if you are new around here. Most importantly, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I will catch you tomorrow with another episode. Peace.